everyone, so welcome back to another weekly forecast video where I share my thoughts of where the market's headed, intraday perspective, where the market's headed, where levels we could be looking at to retracement, the weekly bias ahead, and so on and so forth. Today is actually the 17th of September 2022, and currently 9 o'clock, so all the markets are closed except for the Bitcoin/crypto market. But yeah, so let's actually get right into it, so without any further delays. As for the weekly time frame, what we have just seen here was a push down and a retracement of this level over here. You can see that this was actually a level where price failed to break below 2 times 2 weeks in a row, and then because it broke that level, we had a huge impulsive move to the downside and a continuation up. And then what happened after the continuation up? Another impulsive move to the downside. So that's why for me that's a major level. And as for the result of that major level being tapped and retested, I do expect this move, this bearish sentiment over here, to kind of continue. As for first targets, as you guys know, I like to look for targets on the weekly time frame and where the market could be headed for the next week or so. The next level I predict for it to be hit is this 18,500 level over there. Let's look at the actually lower time frames here to see where we could be looking from for selling, whether it's going to be a retracement or it's going to be a breakout move. Or, let's have a quick look here. So as for this daily time frame, you can see here the body wick over here. Look at here. So this level has been rejected how many times now? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, where it was amazing support here. Now it's actually turned into resistance. So look at this. So support failed to hold over here, but now we're holding it as resistance. We could potentially see a bounce off that move and a continuation down to kind of fill in this wick over here. You can see as well they kind of made a minor support over here, but we'll look into that on the lower time frames when we get to it. So as for this is the only level I see on the daily that's actually worth mentioning. Realistically, other levels maybe like all the way up here for a deeper retracement, and I'd imagine this is probably a 61.8/78.6 retracement if you look at the Fibonacci. I'll actually show you now. There you go. So 61.8 retracement up here. So we could see a 61.8 retracement and continuation down, but personally I do feel like this level will hold for the continuation to 18,500. As for the 12-hour, I do like to look at the VWAP and look at the patterns within the session. So this is actually the quarterly VWAP over here. You can see that the price actually was very bullish, where it was actually retracing from the first deviation of the VWAP to the second deviation of the VWAP. However, we have broken past that level now. You can see what happened was a small retracement up and then a break of this level, and then push back down to the second deviation of the VWAP. Again, push back up, a small retracement, continue back down. Now we just need to wait for the consolidation level and then a push back down to these second deviation levels, just like we've seen previously over here. We're just kind of looking for these patterns over here in the market to kind of give us a more of a educated guess, if that's what you want to call it. So that's what we're looking for. We can even look at the volume profile over here, that you can see that these sorts of levels over here have quite a lot of volume in them. So the volume nodes are high on these levels, so we could expect loads of sellers, loads of traders to basically hold the position from here. So basically my justification of why this works is there's a major support over here, right? In order to break major support, what traders have to do is actually put in a lot of volume in the market to kind of break that level, and that's exactly what happened. And most of the volume was actually traded around that level and around this level. So that's why for me the volume profile, the volume profile works quite well. And as for the 4 hour, Basically the same thing. However, you can see here that we do have buy side and sell side liquidity formed at each end over here. So buy side liquidity is formed up here. Basically, buy side liquidity means when price actually taps this, loads of buyers would probably be entering the market due to the buy stop. So that's not BS. It's buy stops, right? So the buy stops are up here for traders to look for breakout trades to continue to the upside, and for sell side liquidity, the opposite. Basically, sell stops are down here. Where traders are expecting to continue to the downside after a major break of support, which obviously could happen. However, what we're looking for is actually a break of this level, a retracement back down. Once we do finish below this level, I will be looking at selling, because at that point we've taken these buy side liquidities here. We've also tapped the daily level over here. We have two major confluences going with us, and last for a third confluence, we also have this huge bearish momentum coming along with us. So major things are lining up for Bitcoin for the continuation down. Obviously, we have two ways of doing this. So first way is actually, there we go, make it more obvious, is the first way is to take the sell side liquidity first, to take early sellers out first. So by the time it goes back up into these levels, if you're a seller and you're let's say holding this long term, your stop loss would probably be above market structure, and the nearest market structure here currently is obviously down here, up there, sorry. So a lot of let me just get this right. So we're probably going to activate loads of early sellers down here, activate their sell stops. Their sell stops over here would be activated as soon as price reaches back down below this wick over here. And if you are looking to sell this level, this market down here, what would you want to do if you're a smart trader is move your stop loss just above this market structure over here. So what I'm expecting to happen is a bit of a stop loss hunt, pushing back to these major daily levels over here. Not only do we activate buyers, we also take these sellers by stop loss out for even more buying over here, in order to actually activate big money sellers down to here. Okay, so it's quite a confusing concept, and it's a confusing concept for me to explain. I just kind of like know it in my head, but yeah, so that's my general thesis of Bitcoin. So for first targets, I do expect 18,600, and as for second targets, I do expect price to go to 17,500. We won't be going in depth on the other pairs, but just to let you guys know, that's kind of how I trade, and that's kind of what the things I'm looking for. I look for the targets on the weekly time frame, a bigger picture perspective of the market. Then I go into the lower time frames to look at key levels that I can be looking for, and then I also look at how we can generate liquidity to actually go to the move that we're going to. Because any major moves, if you look at the price prior to this, any major move that happens, not any, but 99% of major moves that happen, there tends to be some sort of liquidity grab, some sort of way where market can actually generate liquidity before it actually moves to the right direction. So just keep that in mind when trading. But yeah, so overall, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Okay, as for the Forex pairs, I'll just look at the two pairs really, because GJ looks a bit too messy over here right now, and I really don't want to be trading this range right here. You can see that obviously price did reject this level up here, but actually didn't even put that. So obviously price rejected that level up here. Will it continue down? Will it continue up? We actually don't know, because there's so many wicks on the way here. There's so many wicks that it's really hard to tell which one it will actually bounce off of. If you're scalping GJ, you might actually have quite a bit of success here. But if you're holding GJ long term, I'd probably wait till price breaks these market levels over here. Either this one or this one, where you actually have a clean move either down to this wick, which is 78 pip clean move, or all the way down to here, which is a 393 pip clean move. So it's all up to you how you want to trade GJ, but personally, if you're a long-term trader like myself, I'd probably stay away from it for now. Okay, so as for pound Aussie dollar, let's look at, so on the weekly time frame, let's look at, have a quick look at what's going on. So in terms of price action, what actually happened? So we had quite a significant push to the upside over here. You can see a bullish channel forming. We broke that bullish channel, and then we actually broke past this floor. This floor was acting quite as a major support for price until we started actually breaking past this consolidation over here. Once this consolidation is finished, let me just get rid of all of that. Once this consolidation did break, we had a retest of this consolidation. If I just zoom in over here, we had a retest of this consolidation with this wick over here, and then what happened was we break past down below. Okay, now what we see is we have another retest of this weekly level over here from I got it from here and here. Also a bit of a messy, choppy area over here, so it kind of grabbed one more time where it grabbed liquidity, and now I think we're expecting to push all the way down to here. But yeah, so that's what I'm expecting for GA. But let's look for areas where we can potentially be looking for sells here. So as you can see, it's gonna be exactly the same as in Bitcoin. So first of all, we have buy side liquidity formed up here on, let me just get rid of this one first. So we have buy side liquidity formed here. We can kind of say that we actually grabbed liquidity over here, and we did finish back down below on the daily time frame. We could actually be cleared to go all the way down now. I don't doubt it. So if we do get a break of this level, if we do get a break of this level, we could look for continuations down to 1.67, as I was actually looking to get in a trade over here. You can see, let me just get rid of this, there's no need for that. You can see that I was actually looking for trades to retest off this wick over here formed on the 4 hour, or the the hour time frame over here. So you can see that we made equals here, here, and here. So equal highs over here. You can see what happened here was we had quite a small breach, but it was still a breach nonetheless over here of that level. And then what happened was we fell back down below, huge impulsive candle to the downside, and then from then on I was looking for potentially continuing this level with the same setup on the lower time frame, where there was consolidation. So buy side liquidity up here, sell side liquidity down here. Unfortunately, there wasn't actually that much manipulation, so I couldn't actually enter, so I actually did get left on a trade. With that being said, obviously we still have a huge target on the weekly time frame, all the way back down from here, all the way down here. We still have a 200 or 300 pip target, so we still have plenty of room to go. We could potentially be looking to retest this sell side liquidity generated over here before continue back down. So obviously this is what it would look like on the chart over here. Still not a bad idea. However, we have to wait for market to actually give us like some sort of like market structure to give us a stop loss. If you want to play it like this, you could make that a stop loss. Put your level there, stop loss above the market structure over here, and then obviously first take profit will be this daily level over here, but the next take profit would obviously be on the weekly level there. But that's just obviously an idea. Overall for GA, I'm just gonna wait for it to give me some sort of retracement, and then I'll continue back. I'll continue to the direction to the downside. But yeah, nothing concrete on GA yet. Like 90% chance that it does continue bearish. However, there is no set levels quite yet. It hasn't quite made it yet. Okay, as for gold, okay, so look at the weekly time frame first. Let's actually hide this again. So let me just hide this, and there we go, hide this as well. Okay, so as for gold, right, let's look at what's happening. So price finished below this 1679 level over here, right? This major level of support over here, major level, hasn't breached for a while, right? Since like the start of 2020. From then, because of that, I do expect price to actually go to the next weekly level, which is at 1607. But for that to happen, let's look at the daily time frame first. We do have this week, this daily level over here. However, with that being said, we have actually already broke and retest this weekly level. We could easily, if we do fall below this this wick over here, let me just delete all of this. If we do actually fall below this weekly level, we could just see a continuation down to 1610, 1607, basically the weekly target. It's a bit of a tough one though, because I don't really like going with the you doing impulsive moves like that. I don't like doing impulsive breaks like that in the continuation. I prefer to do a retest and then basically a reversal, but it's fine. Yeah, so we'll just look at the retracement route that I tend to go for. So first of all, we do have this daily level over here which was created. Again, we could easily see a retracement up there and a continuation down. The second one would be this high volume area. If I just go on the 12-hour, put this volume profile on. So not only would be retesting this quarterly first lower deviation view up over here, we also have quite a high volume node over here as well, which kind of matches up, so we could easily push down from there. And lastly, obviously, we have to kind of talk about it as well. There we go. We kind of have to talk about it as well on the 4-hour time frame here. We do have this level where if we do break below it, we could easily see a continuation down. Okay, so that's it for gold. Lot less detail because I did put a lot of detail onto Bitcoin, so you guys see the general gist of how I trade and things I look for. I didn't think I want to explain the same things over and over again with the other pairs, but yeah. So I hope you guys learned something. Maybe it was a VWAP, maybe it's a volume profile, but if you guys did learn something, please hit the like button and subscribe as well to this channel. We also have a Discord link in the description below where where you guys can join, where we can, my phone's actually going off, 1 second. Yeah, so where the where was I? Discord link, right? Discord link where we post more stuff, more content, and we update you guys with the trade, whether I'm in a trade, where I'm managing my trade, am I putting my stop loss, my entries, my take profits, so on and so forth. And you guys just get a live rundown of how we how I manage my trade basically. But yeah, that's everything for today. I'm gonna stop rambling on now, and thank you for watching, guys. Enjoy. Peace.